Hey everyone, I just wanted to come and start talking resolutions with you. The new year just started. Happy New Year. Welcome 2019. And it's the time of year where we all make these grand plans on what we're going to do, how we're going to crush it. And I want to shift your mindset today. And I want to talk about what we're going to stop doing. I don't know if you're like me, but I have this long laundry list of everything I'm going to do in the year, and maybe 2 or 3 things get done by the end of January, but everything else just sort of falls off. Still haven't gotten around to cleaning my garage, still haven't gotten around to moving out some of the baby stuff. We did move some out, but not all. And so this year, instead of focusing on all the things that I want to do, I'm going to focus on the things that I'm going to stop doing. And I want to encourage you to do the same, because when we stop doing those things that make us feel icky, we're going to feel empowered. And as a result, that might translate into more of the things that you want to do. But if not, you're still kicking some bad habits in the butt. So, stop self-bashing. Stop telling yourself you're not good enough, because you are. Stop telling yourself you're not smart enough or pretty enough, because you are. Stop procrastinating. That's one for me. I procrastinate everything, not because I'm lazy, although some days I can be, but just because I just don't want to. I don't want to do it. And so I sit on the couch and watch Netflix instead of emptying the dishwasher. So stop procrastinating. I just started reading Zig Ziglar's See You at the Top. It's a fantastic book if you've not read it. I'm only about 40 pages in, but it really makes me want to kick my own butt in a good way. But he talks about the concept of a round to it. And a friend gave me one a few years ago. I was lucky enough to hear the story of the round to it. But how many times do you tell yourself you'll get around to something and you never do it? And so that's kind of been my mantra playing over in my mind. I know we're only 8 days in, but I'm pretty good at procrastinating. So I'm just telling myself I'm going to get around to things. And what I've started doing is I've stopped myself mid-action, and I'm like, well, why am I putting that off? Most notably, I was like, oh, I'll write down my doctor's appointment later. And I was like, why am I not just doing it now? It's going to take me 2 minutes, not even. Just do it. Like maybe I'm just being a Nike commercial, but just do it. So that's something I'm going to stop doing, is procrastinating. I am going to stop being impatient. I have 2 toddlers, and a lot of times I just want to scream, why don't you get it? They don't understand how things work yet, and I need to remind myself that. So maybe that's one of those where I'm going to add things into my life. I will be more patient, but I will stop being impatient. I'm going to stop not planning to do the things I want. We don't take a lot of us time, Alan and I, and so we are going to do something that we've been putting off doing every month. That's the plan, even if it's small. So we're going to stop putting us last, because our kids are not going to die for a few hours with a babysitter. We have a great babysitter. So we are going to take more advantage of that this year. So we're going to stop putting ourselves last. Some other things. I'm kind of messy. I can't promise I'm going to stop being messy, but I can stop being messy-ish. I can try to be a little bit better. I'm going to stop putting my kids last. How many times are you running around? Maybe you just got home from errands or activities and your kid wants something and you're so in the zone and you're like, no, honey. Well, I'm going to stop doing that, because you know what? They're only going to be little forever. And even though it kind of feels like Groundhog Day now, I know in a few years they're not going to want me anymore. I've been up since 1 in the morning because not one, but both my kids crawled in our bed last night. And our 3-year-old thought that it was a great family party. She told me it was a slumber party. I even offered to go sleep in her bed with her, but she said, no, we all have to be squished in our bed. Even the cats were on me. So they're not going to do that forever. And I need to remember that. So I'm going to stop focusing on the negative. That's a big one. How many of you guys focus on the negative? Stop focusing on the negative. Life is more, I was going to say more better, but that doesn't sound right. Life is better when we're more positive. I'm going to stop putting my health last. Those of you who know me well know I absolutely hate exercising. I loathe it. Running is awful. It's like, ugh. I would rather scrub my toilets with a toothbrush than go jogging. But that's not healthy. And, you know, heart disease is running my family, so I really need to exercise more. Even if it's, you know, just once a week, fresh air can do you good. So I'm going to stop procrastinating exercising. See, there's procrastination again. Gosh, I'm so good at it. Even doing videos, I procrastinate it because I feel like I've got to have my life together. And I only have my life together right now because I was doing a favor for somebody else. Normally, I'm a hot mess and my hair's like, hey, and definitely no makeup. Actually, there's probably like makeup from 3 days ago under my eyes because I don't wash my face at the end of the day. And my friend Leah would tell me that's so bad and I'm gonna look super old when I'm older because I didn't take good care of my skin. But that's a whole nother side conversation. But there's so many things. So this year I'm going to focus on the things I'm going to stop doing because it just feels so much more natural and I can feel empowered when I kick those habits to the curb instead of focusing on the things I want to start doing and then feeling disappointed when I don't accomplish them. So I would love to hear your stop doings in the comments. So when you check this out, go ahead and share them with me because I want to cheer you on. I would also be open to hearing some other ideas for stop doings because I feel like my list was way longer than what I just told you, but there's so many things I could stop doing to be a better version of me. So I want to hear what you're going to stop doing in 2019 instead of what you're going to start doing, and I can't wait to celebrate.